Well, new this morning, a law that aims to crack down on dangerous stunt driving in Ohio is now in effect.
The law spells out some new crimes along with some new penalties. 2 News reporter Adrienne Oglesby is live in downtown Dayton with the details. Good morning, Adrienne.
Yeah, good morning, Kajasia, Caleb. Just about 6 hours ago, House Bill 56 went into effect. Now, this bill makes it a crime to take part in street takeovers similar to the one that happened right here in downtown Dayton not long ago. Now, you might recall that street takeover took place last year. It was caught on camera by a 2 News viewer, also called a sideshow, or it could be known as hooning. It's the act of taking over city streets with cars, and it has plagued many Ohio cities in the past. House Bill 56 adds stunt driving to the definition of street racing under the law. It now includes such acts as vehicle donuts, burnouts, drifting, and wheelies on a public roadway. Now, early versions of the bill also tried to crack down on spectators as well by giving police power to ticket them, but once the co-sponsor bill says that part of the bill was taken out, and he shares why that's not part of the new law.
Like if you happen upon it, you're not going to be charged. So some people have been reporting that spectators could be charged. It's not accurate. What this bill does is give law enforcement and communities more tools to keep our streets safe, because Dayton and many communities in Ohio have been experiencing these like large crowds of people doing all kinds of takeovers of city streets.
While street takeovers have gotten most of the attention, the new law also increases the penalty for evading or fleeing a police in a motor vehicle. Instead of a misdemeanor, it's now a 4th-degree felony. But if the action is taken immediately after the commission of another felony, then that becomes a 3rd-degree felony. Now stick around here on 2, because coming up in the next half hour, we're going to show how the Ohio law compares to other laws such as California, Detroit, and even Kansas City. Live in Dayton, Adrienne Oglesby, 2 News Today.
Well, as we reported earlier, a new state law that cracks down on dangerous street takeovers and sideshows is now in effect this morning.
Lawmakers from right here in the Miami Valley introduced the bill that created the new law, but Ohio is not the only one that is dealing with this issue. 2 News reporter Adrienne Oglesby is live in downtown Dayton this morning with lessons we're learning from other states that are experiencing this so-called hooning. Adrienne.
Yeah, Kajasia, Caleb, in the last half hour, we brought to you House Bill 56 as it went into effect overnight. Now, as Ohio's law stops just before spectators, other laws in other states go much further. Now, looking at California, for example, a recent street takeover in the city of Stockton led to the county sheriff to seize 88 vehicles that allegedly took part in the sideshow. Now, more than 100 people were initially detained, but more were eventually released. This all in pursuit to a California law that allows law enforcement to ticket spectators and confiscate their cars if they took part in dangerous activity. We had a chance to speak with a legal analyst in Silicon Valley who tells us that lawmakers there are looking beyond drivers and into spectators.
There's a heavy emphasis on going after promoters. And cities have decided now that if you promote a sideshow on social media, you're going to face a civil injunction. You could face criminal charges. So they're trying to stop the advertisement and the communication about sideshows because they operate underground in social media, and they're targeting these individuals to keep these sideshows from popping up.
Clark also says that California's laws targeting spectators and the like do raise some constitutional questions, but those questions have yet to be answered. Now, in addition to Ohio and California, North Carolina, Kansas City, and Detroit, amongst many other locations, all have laws on hooning and reckless driving, with the concern of public safety at the top of the list. Now, as for Ohio law, I have here that we told you that it also creates stiffer penalties for leading police on chases. The law also requires police agencies to perform proper training for their officers about how this policy should actually work. Live in Dayton, Adrienne Oglesby, 2 News Today.